Dari Komplek Balai Budaya Minomartani Ngaglik Lembang, inilah Radio BBM, jaringan radio komunitas Yogyakarta.
Radio Komunitas Balai Budaya Minomartani, Radio Budaya, Radio Warga, Radio Kita Bersama.
Radio Komunitas BBM FM, dukunglah budaya Indonesia.
Community Radio BBM FM, Creation for Nation.
Selamat sore warga budaya and happy Friday to everyone. My name is Melike and I'm your host for the program Indonesia Me, where we come together as always every Friday to discuss my experiences with Indonesian cultures in plural because it has so many different facets and nuances. Today I talk with Wim, who I met during my first week here in Jogja, and Wim has moved from the Netherlands to Indonesia 18 years ago when he was 48. As always, I invite guests to the program to share their stories and their experiences in a way that is most true to them. Sometimes we resonate with these stories and sometimes we don't, but I believe that we always have something to learn. So please welcome Wim to BBM FM. Yes, and it is recording. I'll do like this. Thank you, Wim, for joining the program.
You're welcome.
Thank you for being here. Just to give some context to it, we're sitting here at your bar, or it's actually your friend's bar, but that you're helping to manage. And just to give some context as well to our listeners, to Warga Budaya that are listening, I met Wim about 7 to 8 weeks ago.
Yes.
My husband and I, we came into your bar, we had a drink, and then I believe 15 minutes in, we actually realized that we were sitting in the middle of your birthday party. And I didn't know you back then, but there were a lot of guests coming in. There was live music, there was a huge buffet of amazing food, and we were noticing there was a lottery as well that we were included in. We even won a soap that we still use, and we were noticing little by little that we were the only ones who were not part of this birthday. We were the only guest, but we were welcomed in immediately especially by your wife. That's such a warm person, and that made me curious to hear more, because we noticed with my husband there were a lot of Dutch guests, and obviously we're from the Netherlands, So we thought, is it tourists? Is it what's happening here? I really wanted to know more. So that's obviously why we're sitting together today.
Yes, okay.
So why don't you start off by explaining to me what made you move to Yogyakarta? When did you do that?
I started going on holiday in 2003. 2004, I met a girl who's now my wife.
Yeah.
And then it was, fell in love. And then, what we do, we live in Holland, we live here. Then I quit my job in Holland. I say, I want to live here with you.
Yeah.
Then okay, we do that, but then we have to start something.
Definitely.
Yeah, for have a little bit money in.
Yeah, to make a living.
Yes. Then we start a cafe together. And that we did for almost 15, 16 years, I think. On 2 different places.
Okay.
And it went really good. But then, okay, I was a little bit tired from cafe, I wanted to do something else.
Yeah.
I started to help a friend of mine, a little bit in the business, not too much with his furniture. Yeah, and I do that still now a little bit. But then a friend of mine wanted to have a cafe. And he asked my wife to be manager. She says, okay. And there's a friend who's very close to me, I know him for years. And I helped them a little bit, but not too much. I'm not too much involved, but
No.
yeah. It was just met a girl,
Yeah.
fall in love,
Yeah.
go to Indonesia.
I really resonated with that story because obviously I live in the Netherlands because my husband is Dutch, so I totally recognize
Little bit
it takes you places.
Love to strange things.
Exactly, it definitely does. And I'm wondering how that experience was for you. I moved 1 hour flight away from Denmark, so that is a very different experience. So I'm very curious to hear how it is for you. Obviously, the Netherlands and Indonesia are very far apart.
Yeah, it's very far, and it's also a different culture.
Yeah, definitely.
You have to, what bother me, my wife don't bother on the other side. You have to grow to each other.
Definitely.
It is complete different culture. I'm not saying who's wrong or right, but it's complete different.
Yeah.
And of course, the things what I had in mind, I'm a Dutch, you know this a little bit, but I choose this country, dus I have to live, follow the rules and follow the things here.
Yeah.
And that's one a little bit, Dutch are very direct,
Yes.
van this.
Yeah.
Here it's blah, blah, blah. Very slow, it's relaxed.
Yeah.
I think it's a good way, now how longer I here been.
Yeah.
In Holland we do more money, working.
Efficiency.
Yeah, and here it's quite different.
Yeah.
But at least the people are the same happy, or maybe even more happy than in Holland.
Yeah.
Dus you have to learn a lot here, and I'm still learning.
Yeah.
But it's quite different.
Yeah.
And I'm also not the most patient man in the world.
No.
You have to be here very patient.
Yeah. It's really interesting that you're saying this, Wim, because my supervisor back home, he asked me after I've been here for a month, he said, so Melike, what is your biggest cultural takeaway? And I said, well, time. Like, obviously, I learned culturally that the view of time is a cultural aspect, but the way that things are just happening here in a very organic way is very different from back home, where everything is like you're there at 10. If I'm joining a meeting at 10, I'm late back home.
Yeah.
Well, it's a very different understanding. I joined a lecture and at 10:15 there were still students coming in, and I really thought to myself, whoa, I need to really turn this efficiency button down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can a very nice example. I was here maybe 1 year, and we had in the place where we live, we had a wedding party, and then you get an invitation for the wedding party, and it's starting 10 o'clock. At 9:30, I say to my wife, hey, you do eens even washing, do Monday, go to shower, we have to go at 10 o'clock. She say, relax.
Yeah.
She say, no, 10 is 10.
Yeah.
We go there 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
I was so embarrassed. Even the people who married were not there yet.
We're not there yet. No.
I think now we make an appointment. I have also many Dutch friends here.
Yeah.
If we go there on to a party or to the house, then 10 o'clock is 10 o'clock. If we go to my wife's family,
10 is not 10.
I follow you.
Yeah,
Sometimes say 8 o'clock, we go 10 o'clock.
I really resonate with that. It's the same with Turkish time. It's also like that. A wedding at 4 means 5 earliest.
Yeah, that's it's a little bit. Now it's better. And that was in the beginning very hard for me to understand.
Yeah.
Because in my job in the past, if there comes someone who want to talk to me, and many people have to. If he was not 10 o'clock there, or he had a good excuse for that he called me. If he not call me, and he come from Eindhoven.
Yeah.
So sorry, you come tomorrow back. I have no time anymore, and I have another appointment.
Totally.
And here it's.
Totally. You cannot do that, no.
No. And how longer I'm here, how more I like it is a big word, but understand it. You work like hell, and more. You buy nog another car, you buy nog this, and at the end, what you have. Yeah. And these people live more. You can also learn a lot from here, from Indonesia. Sorry, I had a friend in Holland. He married also with an Indonesian girl from Jogja. She was a little bit shy in the beginning. She lived already a long time in Holland. Yeah. But he said, visit my brother-in-law's one time. Okay. But she was very afraid to go there. Finally, she go there. Yeah. It was 10 minutes for 6. That man, a little bit far, but okay. He opened the door. He said, sorry, can you come back later? We're eating.
Oh.
To Indonesia.
No.
Indonesian people, if they have nothing, they still share with you. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
Even if they have a banana, pizza, they share.
Yeah.
And he said to her, can you come back? But we are eating.
Yeah.
And women had a shock.
Yeah. I can really imagine
that she wants to come there.
I can really imagine. Yeah. I think that's such a good example of something that you need to experience before you know how different that can be. Yeah, definitely.
Everybody here, if we come in Holland to a park of so, see the people. Hey, how are you? Here, everybody shake hands. Everybody do this. You can also learn a lot from Indonesia.
Definitely. Yeah. And Wim, you mentioned that if you go to your Dutch friends, 10 is 10. If you go to your wife's side, 10 is not 10. So I'm curious to hear more about your Dutch friends here. Obviously, I saw some of them during your birthday party, and we've also talked about it prior to this interview that some of them, they live here. Most of them, they live here. Some of them, they travel. They were tourists.
Regularly here. We know that for many years they come on holiday again.
They come on holiday from the Netherlands. Yeah. And I'm very curious to hear how you've met this Dutch community here. How did that happen?
Just stuff from the cafe. From the cafe in the past.
Yeah.
And then, eigenlijk the most, they come in with us. They told me, I'm not sure about that, that around Jogja, the province Jogja, not only the city, there are around 600 Dutch people living.
Oh, okay.
If it's true, I don't know for sure. But there are many not coming in cafes. And because I have a cafe, many people know me. I know many people because you are. Yeah. But the most I know, I think, maybe 100% from cafe.
So from having this cafe with your wife and then people coming in.
And some people are more close than other people. Some people, I guess, some people come friends. Yeah. That's,
Yeah. And it's interesting what you're saying about this community because my parents, they're Turkish, I live in Denmark, I'm born and raised in Denmark. And before I moved to the Netherlands, I never understood why my parents needed a Turkish community because in my mind I was like, well, you've moved to Denmark, why isn't your circle Danish? Till I moved myself, and I moved to the Netherlands and I was like, I'm sure I'm going to integrate with only Dutch people, that's going to be no issue. I'm born and raised in Denmark, so the cultural difference is not so big. But if I look around, all my friends are internationals because we share certain experiences together that I don't have with people that have stayed in the same place. So I'm really curious to hear from you, Wim, what it gives you to have this Dutch community here.
I think it's because you can speak your own language.
Yeah.
And so you also a small French community. They're sitting also together.
Yeah.
Because some people coming here sometimes, but then we're sitting with a group from some 8-9 Dutch people.
Yeah.
1 or 2 English coming.
Yeah.
And we try, but the one speaks better English than the other one.
Yeah.
But we start to in English.
Yeah.
And then you ask me about the Dutch, and I know you are English. And we start in Dutch, and we start completely weer in Dutch.
Yeah.
And then meant from English.
Starts from English, but it goes into Dutch. Yeah.
Yeah, you can speak your own language. I think you speak good English, but I think if you want to make an expression of a thing, if you can do it in your own language, it's always better than in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's tough. Yeah, you look at, you see it in the past in Holland. We have from Turkey many people who work in Holland.
Yeah.
They not all live together, but they want to come together.
Yeah.
People from Morocco, from everybody.
Definitely.
And that's here I want the same.
Yeah.
Because you're sitting on the table yesterday. We're sitting here with 12 Dutch people on the big bar there.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Yeah. And it's so interesting, Wim, that you're saying it because I think Turkish people grouping and Moroccan people grouping is in the political scene viewed as a massive issue. I think both in the Netherlands and in Denmark.
Always. Yeah.
It's viewed as something that is unique to Turkish, unique to Moroccan, and the more I travel, the more I realize that is not true. Even in New York, you have Italian communities, German communities, Dutch communities. Here,
Singapore, Little India.
Exactly.
It's everywhere.
Definitely, it's so interesting to hear
The
that.
Chinese areas everywhere in the world. Yeah.
Yeah, because it is a sense of shared experiences. Yeah.
Yeah. And for sure, you can imagine if there's 10, somebody start with 10 Dutch people somewhere, of Turkish people, whatever, or Chinese people. Okay, then one think, okay, I make a small restaurant for Chinese people.
Yes.
Because then, there's a Chinese restaurant, and then go. And it's, I understand that before we always say in Holland at that time, the people have to not live all together. One have to live there, one have to live there. Then it's better for they learn better Dutch, blah,
the
blah,
integration
blah, blah.
and
But you cannot stop that. And you see it here, I see it everywhere.
Yeah. I think it also takes you to experience it before you understand it, because it's not just about, for me at least, if I look at my friend group in the Netherlands, it's not Danish, it's not Turkish, but it's just the fact that they have moved out of their home place that already makes us experience something together. We understand it when I say I miss home.
Yeah.
They understand that. Yeah.
But also, you see it in Holland. Many people from Maluku and here from Indonesia live in Holland.
Yeah.
There's many pasamalams. There's many parties, Indonesian parties, and that people also.
Yeah.
And that's quite normal. You can just speak your own language. You know what another one feeling.
Yeah.
If I start talking to an Indonesian people from, you have to do it quick. Here's cepat, quick.
Yeah.
They look at me from there. Yeah, I'm in Holland. Yeah. And I say it also in the past was to my wife. If you don't like it, why you stay here?
Yeah.
Yeah, mate, you have to accept.
Yeah.
I go here, then I have to accept the culture, the rules here.
Yeah.
Of course, I'd never be. The thing is now, I'm quite long away, 18 years.
Yeah.
I'm still in my heart Dutch and that's
Yes,
it.
yeah.
But if I'm in Holland, it feels not that also my family and in Holland, you're not the same women anymore. I'm more relaxed, I'm more
Yeah.
It's if before I want to do something, okay, cepat, you cannot do in Holland, quick.
Yeah.
And now I'm in Holland also. I say, it takes 2 hours. Okay, relax.
Yeah.
I'm not an Indonesian, but I'm also not I'm quite Dutch still, but a little bit in the middle. You understand?
No, I get it. I always say to my husband now, I feel homesick when I'm in the Netherlands because I miss Denmark, I miss my family and friends. But when I'm in Denmark, I'm homesick because I miss Eindhoven in the Netherlands. I miss my friends there. And my life there, but you have different things in different places, and obviously I can imagine for you it's such a bigger gap and such unique things you miss.
I'm not miss Holland.
No.
Not. I'm there, of course. If I'm there and I go to the supermarket, it looks like Valhalla, you know what I mean? But all the food, what I love is there.
Yes.
But if I'm here, I miss nothing.
No.
No, if be honest, I hope I never have to go back, and I think it's not for I get my pensions only.
Yeah.
But if I have to go back from Indonesia, I have to go away, maybe I not choose Holland.
No.
Because the weather I love very much. Maybe I look. I don't even know if it's possible. It is for maybe I look for Spain.
Yeah.
For the south, for the weather, for the
Yeah.
That's I love you very much, the weather.
Yeah. And it's interesting what you're saying, Wim, that in your heart you still feel Dutch, and that reminds me. So last week I did an episode, I did a broadcast with my cousins, because we are now with my cousins. Some of us are first, second, and third generation immigrants. So I am third from Turkey, and still there are certain cultural things that we take with us from the Turkish traditions, cultural elements, whether that is the way we celebrate weddings, the way we grieve when we lose someone. There are still some things, and we were sort of having a discussion on what do we still pass on to our children. So I don't have kids yet, but my cousins were sort of sharing what cultural elements they bring to their children, and some of the things really shocked them that they didn't expect, and other things they really deliberately wanted to pass on. So I obviously know you have a son almost 17 years old, so I'm really curious to hear if there are certain Dutch cultural elements that you pass.
They are good as some of them. He was maybe not even born. I talked with my wife about that, but sometimes I saw here parents walking behind the children and give them food. I said, listen, we don't do that. So we go eating together.
Yeah.
She said, okay, what is your mind then? I said, it's not exactly. He said, well, maybe 8 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, at 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah.
But I had my work and everything. She said, that's a good idea. But then you also there.
Yeah.
I said, shit, I also there. I said, do it the way you want. But Indonesians, they eat maybe 10 times a day, maybe a small portion, or 5 times, I don't even know. In the morning, I'm not so big eater. If I have my coffee in the afternoon, I eat something. But they eat every time a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
And I think, why should I change? And it works like this.
Yeah.
But in Holland, maybe I'm not from the older generation, but we're sitting all together on the table.
Yeah,
Papa come home from work.
Yeah.
5 o'clock.
Yeah.
6 o'clock, whatever.
Yeah.
Everybody's sitting on the table.
Yeah.
You have to be at time.
Yeah.
Here it's completely different. We never sitting together on the table.
No.
So we do a barbecue or whatever, but normally.
No. But that was a bit what you wanted initially. Yeah.
But that was before. I think we do this, we do this, we do this.
Yeah.
And then I think,
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's not her culture. She do it because I liked it.
Yeah.
But if I then I'm working and I'm 12 o'clock not home.
Yeah.
then
What
she-
then? Yeah.
That's one of the small things.
Yeah.
And it works out.
Yeah. Okay.
And I like Indonesian food, but not every day.
No.
I eat sometimes of just meat, or I eat roti, bread, any bread, also what I like basically.
Yeah.
Dus, and my wife, she loves to cook, dus she is hobby eigenlijk van her.
Yeah.
And then she say, what I make today for you? And then she make a club sandwich, or she make potatoes.
Yes.
And sometimes I eat, but many times I eat just the normal. And what she make for herself, and it's for me too hot.
Too spicy.
Too spicy.
Yeah. It is very spicy here. We really enjoy it.
She is really, want if you're eating somewhere, and she order for nasi goreng, I eat it, then she say, but that's spicy.
Yeah.
Spicy, dus extra spicy.
Yeah. It has to be very hot.
I cannot eat it.
And speaking of food, it reminds me when I was here the first time for your birthday at the buffet, there was both Indonesian food. I remember that there was the kip satay, so the ayam satay. There was with the spring rolls. What are they called?
I don't know even if it all was there.
There was a lot of food.
Bread also, I think.
And then I noticed also ijsalade, so a classical Dutch egg salad. And I was like, this is such an interesting mix. And I really saw these two cultures brought together on the buffet. And it worked out perfectly, of course. But that was also really present there.
But that's also what the most who we are inviting. Yeah. I have to think maybe 1 or 2 now, but I think almost everybody is married with an Indonesian woman.
Yeah.
That we invite them both, of course.
Yeah.
The man likes well is to eat Dutch, also not Indonesian.
Yeah.
If we have to make, we make for both.
Yeah. Okay. And what you said, Wim, is that in terms of Dutch culture, well, you initially wanted to have this meal together where everyone was sitting together, and then you said eventually it didn't work out, and that's okay. And when I discussed it with my cousins, there were some really underlying elements, like, for example, in Turkish culture, you show a lot of respect for older people. Like, so there are these things that it's not a set visual, but it's really an underlying value. Do you recognize any of that you feel passing on?
I think that's not, for example, when I was a kid, my mother come from 7 children, 7 brothers and sisters.
Okay.
But we had an oma at home.
Yeah.
We had not so big house, we had this rental house, but it was possible. And
Yeah.
Here, we had my wife's mother passed away 3 years ago, I think.
Okay.
But she also lived in our house, so I think that was not so.
That
I get
was
that
so different,
from the past. I live in a very small village in Holland, right?
Yeah.
And I think if you maybe here same in Jakarta of a small village, but if you live in Amsterdam, maybe you even don't know your neighbors.
Yeah.
I come from a very small village.
Yeah.
Dus it was normal, you help each other.
Yeah.
I live now in the middle, here in Jakarta, near Mariabon, in a kampong.
Yeah.
Big
in the kampong. Yeah.
And it's already 40 and 50 years in that house. We buy that house.
Oh, okay.
Now, we get the house for mama, blah, 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 we renovate it.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic with that people. But
Yeah.
it's, to take care of that is not much different than what I had in Holland.
That's also a really good point, because sometimes we talk about culture only as one nation and another nation, but what you're saying is so true, and well, if you're from a village, or kampung as it's called in Bahasa Indonesia, then you share similar cultural traits.
But I think also where you come from, Turkey, or you come from Ankara, from the big city, or you come from the
village.
Also different.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And then something else that I'm really curious to hear from you, Wim, is that so when Jan and I, my husband and I, we walk around, we're very aware of obviously the history of the Netherlands, of Indonesia, and when we sometimes we speak Dutch together, and how does that come across? And Jan obviously he looks, I don't look Dutch, he looks much more Dutch than me. How does that come across? I'm curious to hear from you, living here for 18 years, if like how you view being in Indonesia as a Dutch person, if that has played a role.
That was for me also very amazing.
Yeah?
A short before, when I was here in 89, there were not many people who speak Dutch. The old people are now all that. In that time, you had to learn Dutch on school. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, now not anymore. But I was also not afraid, but we did not all the best things here. Right?
Yeah.
But it looks like, if I talk, I never, I always say honest where I come from. Never one time a thing, even sometimes, oh, you make a very nice railway station, or you make a very nice kantor post, it's called.
Yeah.
Never
Never
talked about
no.
about what that we did
No.
wrong things in the past or whatever. But there were also many wrong things.
Definitely.
Never
No.
one word.
No. Yeah.
But also that's for me it was also amazing. I was a little bit shy, is a big word, but I said, no, if they start talking, I was not there yet. But there were a couple of things who were not good.
Yeah, definitely.
Never and really never one word in Indonesia speak to me about that. Never. No, I felt very comfortable. I have never problems here. You know that at a cafe before I told you I drive in the night 2 o'clock home, 3 o'clock home.
Yeah. No.
Never.
No, we also haven't experienced anything, and we were also really talking about it a lot before coming, and obviously also while we are here, that thinking you don't want to be disrespectful, and you want to be mindful of the past and what has happened. But we also haven't experienced anything. But you've been here so much longer, so I was really curious to hear from
nothing.
you. Nothing.
Really nothing. No. These people are, amazing. But I was from the secret. Yeah. On the other side, I think also the young generation. I was also many times in Holland. When I live in Holland, to Germany on holiday. But we talk also not to the German generation. We all on the World War II.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Also not Arik.
Yeah, it's a good
I was
point.
never in Holland. I speak with someone. If they have to mention it, what happened, but never This. I don't think they are shy. They don't. I don't know if they. Maybe they forget more early. I forget. I don't know, but never. Never.
No, it's interesting because we were in last year, Jan and I, we were in South Africa. We also met in South Africa 8 years ago, but then we decided to go back a couple of years ago to visit for holiday. And in South Africa, I experienced that it's much more talked about than it is here. And I've also been wondering, like you, that is it shyness, but it's also not my impression.
No, it's As well, and that's also very nice if you say, for example, the Dutch community, we're sitting together, and we have almost issues is a big word, but all the same things. The culture between a Dutch man and an Indonesian man. Or maybe the Indonesian girls also talk about it, or we haven't done that.
Yeah.
But that's well, we have all the same, that's the big word, but there's no problems, issues. But all the same experience.
Topics. Experiences. Yeah.
It's well nice to talk about, but it's almost all the same.
Yeah.
It's not big issues, really not. But
no.
That's also if you talk with it's if someone say that about it's.
Yeah.
But they all feel very comfortable, very nice here, very welcome.
Yeah.
There's like no one who I know have a problem.
No.
There are some in the past. There was 1 or 2 people from Holland, and they could not change. There was still too much Dutch. Now then you cannot live here.
No. And what do you mean with too much Dutch?
Now too straight, not too
Too straight, too direct.
And the people here have also proud.
Yeah.
Until you can go very far, but then stop. They can handle. Now they have a problem to handle critique here. They can handle critique, but well on the normal way. If you do it the Dutch way, and in Holland it's normal.
Yeah.
If here a girl does something wrong, will explain it again. In Holland, after 4 or 5 times, you know what?
Yeah.
Better you look for
something else. Yeah.
And here, it's not. But if you are too much Dutch, you change, and you have to change when you live in another country.
Yeah.
But you still have that. I meet 1 or 2 people here. They also gone.
But they went back home. They couldn't do it. No. Okay.
That's you have to change. You live in another country.
Yeah.
But I think also, if I live in Turkey, it's also a different culture. Maybe it's still Europe. It is very far away.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah, definitely. And Wim, what I noticed is that you say that most of the Dutch people here, at least in your community, they are men.
Yeah.
And they have they have Indonesian wives.
Yeah, that's.
Is that a more common pattern?
Yeah, that's more common. I know a couple of who live here who have been Indonesian men.
Yeah.
So a teacher from the Taaltuin here, there's a Dutch school.
Okay.
She married with another one. There's well a couple of, maybe more than I know.
Yeah.
But the most are men.
Yeah. Why do you think that is?
Yeah, I have it's here. If you go to Holland to a discotheque, on my age, you're much younger, but maybe they look already to you. Oh, but you do not understand, you look not very old. I'm old. Then they say, Opa, what you doing here? Here in Indonesia, age not count so much.
Yeah.
And the girls, oh, you look nice. I'm also a mirror, I know how I look. But it's more easy. Here you find easily not a girl from 30, 40 years old if you are 80 and maybe also over 20.
Yeah.
That's maybe also. That's tough. But it's easy to find a girl.
Yeah.
But maybe on the other side, for a woman, it's also easy to find a man, you know.
Yeah.
It's here tougher a little bit, I think. No, I go maybe I don't know if you have to sit to it, but tight, Dutch, European, it looks money.
Yeah. So symbolizes that. Yeah.
I had a nice example. A friend of mine, he's still married. He lives also in Holland now, and a couple of my friends married also with Indonesian.
Yeah.
He was here the first time. He said to my wife, I tell my wife, I have not much money. His name is Sean. She says, Sean, that's a little bit bullshit, because you pay 7.5 million for something. That was at that time, I talked about 10, 12 years ago, maybe 2 years salary here. Maybe.
Yeah.
Say you have not much money. The next time you have to pay the hotel, you say, I have not much money, but you have to pay 5 million for the hotel. So it's more than a year's salary.
Yeah.
So now someone, it's not possible with RTM in Holland, but now sending someone next to you in Holland, he take from the RTM 30,000 euro.
Yeah.
That's a year's salary, no?
Yeah.
And he say, you have not much money. And a week later, he do it again.
Yeah.
And he say to you, I have not much money. You believe it?
Yeah.
No, he said, that's the same here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of course we have to save money. And
Yeah.
here, in that time, now, there's also many rich people here. But that time, the people who work in here had a small salary.
Yeah.
They had a motorcredit. They have to pay the kamerkost where they live.
Yeah.
Then there was not much money left.
No.
But this, at that time, it was, Duits selling tough for money.
Yeah. Okay. So what I understand from you is a bit that you're saying, well, it's obviously it's always different things. It's always very complex, but it's an age-related thing. You said, while in the Netherlands you feel that after a certain age, especially as a man, you're viewed as an opa, and then you're not sort of counted in.
I'll have to come with a wallet like this and jack or get it like mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The same in America with all the movie stars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But I'm not saying it's all, and I have to be careful what I say, but that's...
you can say whatever you want.
But that's, it sounds negative. But
Yeah. No, but it's not. It's also not generalization. Obviously, when I'm just asking for your experiences, and you're just sharing your experiences.
It can also be too easy. I see people coming with a lot of money, a suitcase, and see going home.
Yeah.
With all your head luggage.
Yeah.
And the money was finished.
Yeah.
Because it's... Some people also, just in the beginning, if you come here, maybe you had it also, but you are here on holiday also working.
Yeah.
They say, oh, the hotel, or you buy a car here for 10,000 euros, but in Holland 50,000. Or if you buy this, in Holland, if I do this.
You compare constantly.
And when you have to, if you live here, your money is also rupiah.
Of course, it's such a good point. It's such a good point.
You have to, if you live longer, you're not saying, but in the beginning, You buy things. Oh, that thing is in Holland 10 million.
Yeah.
It's here only 2 million. I buy it.
Yeah.
Then you have it at home. You think, I buy it, but only because it was so cheap.
Yeah, I recognize that because I moved 5 years ago from Copenhagen to Eindhoven, and the price difference isn't that big, but it is there. And I was also constantly, oh yeah, this and this and that. I was like, it's so much cheaper than back home. And my husband was also like, you're earning euros. You're not earning Danish kroner, so you need to be mindful. It's a really, really good point. Yeah.
That is true. That's here at the beginning. Oh, that's cheap and this cheap.
Yeah.
But if you, and the thing is, some people can do it. I see it's body money, but I'm still want to do something. The whole day do nothing, I get bored. But that's the ones can do this, one can. I'm still a little bit busy. I love to do something.
Yeah. Yeah, and what do you mean with, you said, well, some people come here with obviously a lot of money. Is that also linked to certain ambitions or wanting to start something, or what do you mean?
No, it's more, I don't know the English, but they believe too easy the people.
A bit naive.
Yeah, naive.
Yeah, okay.
They do some things and then... we rent a place to do something. That's here sometimes a year rent is almost in Holland 1 or 2 months. We do this, and you know what? We go home and we put a manager on it, and then everything works out. In Holland, I was summer manager and all. If I had a meeting, I start low in low. If the boss was gone, party, slow. And I see the same. If there's no control, it's not only Indonesia, that's in the whole world. But they make here something. They find a man on the street, a very nice man, a paycheck driver, very nice people. Oh, you get manager, but you're my friend. The men don't know nothing.
Too much built on relations.
And then they have to. Another friend from them come for borrow money. That's, he don't want to be there. Okay, I give you money. He take it back. He have to give to Holland. Blah blah. I have no money. You have to be. People are here too easy sometimes. The tourists. And are very good people, but you have to be there. But that's I think in Holland also.
I think everywhere. I think you need to be aware of yourself and take care, of course. That's totally true. And Wim, so we've talked a bit about that. You said, well, there are certain aspirations to coming to Indonesia for men. You said, well, I do recognize a pattern coming here, and also you said being recognized by women here in a different way. I'm curious to hear if you would be a fly on the wall when your wife is talking with her friends. What do you think some of the similarities they would share together would be?
I think not now anymore. We're already 18 years married. But in the beginning, maybe I even don't want to know it. I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't know.
No.
I think it's... I think the friends tell her, for example, not only because it's me. Oh, you have a good one now. They have money, but they come from Holland. You have a house now. You have this.
Yes.
I think a little bit like this. But I think maybe if in Holland a friend of mine married with a very rich girl, maybe we say the same. But I think something like that. Oh, you don't have to worry anymore. And that's not true. But I see also people from Holland, but I just told you have to go home, no money anymore. It's still
definitely.
But they.
It's just a perception, I think. I have my dad's younger sister, so it's my aunt. I remember when I married Jan, I was really surprised to hear exactly the same comment from her as well, because my aunt is quite young, and I didn't link it like that in my mind. And she was all like, oh, like, he's Dutch and he's a lawyer and you've made it. And I was like, wow, what? Like, I totally didn't link it like that. I totally didn't think of it obviously like that. So it's really interesting to hear. It doesn't how would you say, it doesn't sound so unfamiliar to me.
No, it's oh, you did a good job. And other girl from my friends in Holland, I think, I don't know about the most money, but I had the best job, I think, because from in that company. And then another one who married also a friend of mine in Holland, And they met years together. And he said to me, I know why you take me, because you have a very good job. My wife even didn't know what I do in that time, but we were just boyfriend, girlfriend.
I said that to your wife.
Yeah. Oh. She said, I don't even know what he's doing.
No.
No, you do good. You do very good.
Yeah.
You know, that's...
Comments like that. Yeah. No,
I have to be honest, we started a cafe, and she works all the years we are together. Now she also working.
Yeah.
But, it's okay.
Yeah. But it's also a bit of stigma both ways. It's really interesting what you're saying, because I think it goes both ways. I think that, exactly as you say, it's both people from Indonesia, from Turkey, from so many other places that think, oh, you made this smart choice because you married someone who is potentially white, potentially rich, potentially older than you. But it also goes the other way. I also see it from in the Netherlands, in the Denmark, the other way around, thinking exactly the same thing. He married someone from there because of these reasons. She married someone.
All the people who are here, they are not poor, but they're also not to the rich community.
Yeah.
I think they all look well, and to be honest, if you find a girl in a cafe, here, we call it boule hunters. It's well someone who look for you find all everywhere girls, of course. But the women who come special in cafe, looking well for boule, we say here, dan a foreigner.
Yeah, okay. So who looks for a foreign man, I guess. Okay.
And I don't know if that's maybe in Holland in the back also, maybe. I have no idea. I live I'm so long away.
Yeah.
But here the girls, but it's I think they looking for a Dutch guy. My wife, maybe. If it was not me, maybe she'd not. Of course. If it's with them, always the first time love. Maybe it's more.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
No.
But I don't want to be too negative.
No. You can say what you want. It can also, so obviously money does play a factor, and I think money plays a factor also because money is stability. So I think sometimes when we talk about doing certain things for money, I have at least so many times been very judgmental of that, and I think I'm also more and more realizing, well, money comes also with stability, and that is also real. And that also counts.
Yep.
So sometimes I find myself, for example, being a bit spoiled to say, well, money doesn't matter. Well, that's just because I haven't had to think about it for my stability and for my safety and for my children's future. I don't have children, but when I do.
I know what you mean.
But once you have, you think of all these things, and that is also real.
You see, for example, we have one son.
Yeah.
And we try not to spoil him.
Yeah.
But we live in the campo, and you see that, well, he has. We are maybe, but we also sometimes too easy. We want to say no, but he's a good guy. He do good at school. But if compared to the other people in the company, I think sometimes it's well too much. And my wife, we talk about it and we say something yes, but we then, as one day, okay, it's okay. It's too easy, maybe. It's not really spoiled. We can also say no, but it's stuff you see compared to the other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think on the other side, maybe you don't have to compare. If you feel good and it's just, and he's not too spoiled. But.
Yeah. No, definitely. When I could sit and talk with you here, I think the whole evening, but I also need to round up for both of us. I'm curious to hear, so you've been here for 18 years. I'm curious to hear how 18 younger women looked at this journey in terms of what it would be like, what you expected of it, and how you look back at 18-year younger women and how has that changed?
No, maybe also very naive. I go here. So it looks like I throw a coin, yes or no.
Yeah.
And I go here and I expecting not too much. It was, I have everything. Maybe too easy. I go here. I say, okay, we have to find something.
Yeah.
It takes a half year before we find something, but I was looking for everything. What can I do? Okay, dan toch maar café.
Yeah.
And that works out, there's no problem. But no, I had not so expectations. And if I look back now, the times fly. It was already come yesterday.
Yeah.
But it feels fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm really happy I did it.
Yeah.
I feel home here.
You feel home.
Yeah.
Good to hear.
If I go to Holland on holiday, it was 3 or 4 years ago, my father was a little bit sick. And I told my friends, I go home again tomorrow. You know, this your home, though?
Yeah.
Sorry, no, this,
Yeah. I also say home about both. It's really interesting.
No, this is my home. Yeah, here's where my family live now.
Yeah.
No, I feel very great.
Yeah.
If I one thing, but a couple of years, what the problem was the 6 o'clock dark here. In Holland, you know, the nice summer evenings.
Yeah.
And that was for me. If it's dark, you do nothing anymore.
It's so true. Yes.
And then at home, when I had the other house, I had a garden. I work in the garden. I do this. I do this. That now I'm
used to it. Yeah.
For a couple of years, I had a big problem with that. 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Finished.
It's so funny you say it. I literally said yesterday to Jan, I was like, we have really short evenings here. I'm come home from work and then it's evening, and it's so true what you're saying. For me, evening means you do less. You're less active, you probably read, you probably watch something, you probably meet for drinks, but it's very low pace.
Yeah.
It's really true. And we have very long summer evenings.
Yeah. That was, if I talk about something missing, that was...
Yeah.
But for the rest,
But that's okay to miss. I mean, then you've made it home if long summer evenings is all you miss.
Yeah, not now anymore. I'm already used to it.
Yeah.
But that was,
Yeah.
Oh, I cannot say what I miss. No, nothing.
No. But you still have a community in the Netherlands. I hear from you. You still have friends and family. You text.
Friends.
Yeah.
We come also, not especially for me, we coming together here already at that time.
Yeah.
And 3 of them married with an Indonesian girl who lives in Plymouth.
Okay.
But we do many contact and many Facebook and many FaceTime and blah blah blah. No, that community is not very close.
That's very close.
If I come in Holland, I was with my wife there, and I live in my friend's house.
Yeah.
And it's from the supermarket, maybe 200 meters.
Yeah.
Take me 5 hours.
Yeah, and catching them.
I see him because
Amazing.
I live in so small village.
Yeah.
Everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
Talk with them, 10 minutes.
Oh,
talk with them.
amazing. I can really imagine.
She say, where you go shopping? Amsterdam.
Yeah. You're just going for milk, or are you?
That is.
I can imagine.
No, but also with everybody, even with my ex-wife and all of them, very good comedians.
Yeah.
I hate fight.
Yeah. Okay. So you don't, how I understand it from you is that you don't look at the Netherlands with like a nostalgic feeling. You don't really like tremendously miss it, but you still go and see
I had
people.
a fantastic youth. My papa, mom were very good people. I had very small. Bremen was much more smaller, my city.
Yeah.
I had a fantastic, really bagus, and I lived 48 years also. Really nice.
Yeah.
No. This is my home now.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for having this chat with me, in the kitchen of the bar. It has been really a pleasure. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Terima kasih warga budaya for listening and for being curious. I truly appreciate it. I wish you all a great night and a great weekend. Dan sampai jumpa di siaran berikutnya. Bye bye.
Dipancarkan dari kawasan Balai Budaya Minomartani